And just like that, they were gone. And I couldn't do anything about it. It was just something I had to deal with. I had to just deal with the fact that they were gone and I couldn't talk to them anymore. I couldn't rely on them anymore. It was over. It was over, and it's a really hard thing to try and get past. I'm not going to talk about a girl in this one. I I will save we'll save a girl story for a different day, but I do want to talk about losing something and having to deal with that. Um, we're gonna we'll address the TikTok thing in a minute, but I just recorded a video for my main channel. I'll maybe put it on screen here. I don't like promoting stuff that much, but I just recorded a video talking about Overwatch and how I think the game is really gone. Just it's really gone. I was gonna say downhill, but the game is just gone, man. I was talking about how Overwatch was just such a big part of my life, and I hate seeing how the game is just letting itself die out for no reason, no real reason. The game just the devs and the company they're just letting it die, and it really hurts because I can't do anything about it, and I just have to accept the fact that I'm losing the passion and the drive and the I don't want to play the game anymore because the company has just gone a really bad way, and it sucks because I loved it, man. I loved that game. It was my it was my therapy. You know what? It was my therapy. Overwatch was it was really important to me. And I was talking about how the comparisons between that game and the new Marvel Rivals are just so stark in how the companies just treat the player base and they treat the game as a whole. And it really made me think about how there's so many things in life that you will just lose. Either that be people or it be material things where you just lose them and you don't have them anymore, or you lose the passion for it, or you just what you had is gone. And it's a really weird feeling. It's a really weird thing to have to just assess because you never really expect it in the moment. Like I mean, I always imagined Overwatch was gonna be just this game. Like I never thought the devs would just fucking ruin it, and make it horrible to play. And I'm using that analogy because it's really it hits home for me. But there's so many things like you'll never expect someone to just leave or someone to want to cut ties with you. I'll relay this into an actual person here. My freshman year, right before it, my best friend was telling me right before the summer break, going into freshman year, he told me he was moving to San Antonio, which is about a 5-hour drive from where we were. And this is Texas. Okay, so moving 5 hours, it basically meant bro was moving across the country. Okay. And I remember like there was nothing I could do about it. I just had to accept the fact that I really wasn't gonna see him anymore. Which again, that aspect of my life really made Overwatch something so important to me because that was the game me and him played all the time. That was our game. We both climbed all the way from bronze to like diamond together. That was us. Fuck, even masters for like a season. Like that was our thing. That was how him and I stayed connected while we were like very distant. And it even was now whenever he um moved to North Carolina and Georgia for the military. That's how we like stayed connected. Like there was like I couldn't really go see him, so we're just gonna play games on the Xbox or on the PC, and it was always Overwatch. So seeing not only like like my friend leave, but then the thing that like was the catalyst of holding like us. We could have played fucking Fortnite. We could have played Apex. I mean, we did, but like we could have just played anything else, but it was Overwatch. It was that one game that really we sat there and played together, damn near every day. So it just sucks seeing that game go to waste. And I know yeah, we're playing Marvel Rivals now, but it just doesn't feel the same. Doesn't really feel like doesn't feel the same. And I'll relay this into the TikTok I posted earlier on this account. Um, TikTok is getting banned. I think today is the 13th, so in 6 days, less than a week, TikTok will be off the air, and there's nothing we can do about it. We just have to accept. We have to accept the loss. Um, for some, it's very minor, but for me, I mean, yeah, I mean, I started posting on here on this account. I started posting on my like my actual content account that I put for all my like gaming content, and then I have my own personal one too. So I have like three accounts here that I post on, and like losing that a little bit, it kind of sucks. Mainly because this app has so much of a different outreach than uh every other social media platform like TikTok, like fuck, Instagram or YouTube or Facebook. It feels so unique in the way its outreach is, and losing that is gonna suck. Because I really like I started posting these videos because I wanted to talk, and I don't have a lot of excuses to just talk in my normal life. So I wanted to just talk at a camera and just be a human, and posting it online, allowing people to like hear what I'm saying and either reflect on it or learn something from it, or like at least relate to it and just find some kind of value out of what I'm posting. It really made me feel like what I'm saying is important, and it made me feel like what I'm saying is helpful. And losing that avenue of communication kind of sucks. So, um, again, like I posted a video earlier, but if you if this app does go down, I do post these on my YouTube. Should be linked in the bio of this account. But yeah, man, loss is just something. It sucks. Like you just can't. There's no solution to it. There's no like, oh, well, I can just have it back. It's just gone, and that's it. There's no extra story bits to it. It's just gone. Book ended. Book closed. No sequel. It's done. And dealing with that is it sucks because it's like, what do you do now? You ever read a book and you finish the book, but there's still like maybe a character who has their story beats just kind of unfinished. And there's so many stories where they just have like an epilogue of um all the characters' lives after the main story. And that's what that's what loss the aftermath of loss is. You're in the epilogue and you have to just figure it out. You have to make a new story now with the existing like characters that you have. I remember when he did move away, I go into high school, freshman year, no friends. High school was like hard as it is, no friends, hard as it is, right? And it just felt like I had to just deal and manage with what I did have at that point. Even like even though I lost fucking my best friend, my ride or die, you know what I mean? And it sucked. It sucked, but I got through it just because I accepted the terms, and I adjusted, and I assessed my situation, and I made it through. And I think that's going to be the moral of this one. It's just through loss, you have to you have to just look at the situation, and through loss, when you lose a part of your situation, you have to look at the rest of it and go, okay, how do I manage with this? How do I manage going through high school without my best friend by my side? How do I manage with the game I've been playing for 5 years and have been deeply invested in and have started posting content about and having started to grow a fan base around? How do I manage with that game just not being fun anymore? How do I manage that? How do I like manage with my my main source of entertainment and my main source of outreach and communication being taken off the app store because some old white guys don't like Chinese people too much? Um, there's a lot of moments like that where you just have to figure it out, and you have to just like accept the fact that it's gone, accept the fact that the game's not fun anymore, accept the fact that your friend is no longer physically with you, and you just have to keep walking forward. You have to keep just trucking through it. And as much as that sucks, there's always going to be something new on the other side. And I'll key point this for the first two. My When I was in high school, I mean, I made a couple more friends. It was still manageable, like without my best friend there, but I was still able to make some new connections, find out new passions, figure out like who I like wanted to be as a person, you know? Like I still was able to grow as a human, you know? And with regarding Overwatch, I mean, I'm having a really fun time like streaming and recording videos and like doing everything about Marvel Rivals. So I'm still doing good on that front. Like I've found a new avenue. I found a new game that I really like to play and make content over. And as for TikTok, I don't really know. I see people talking about this Red Note thing or Lemon 8. I don't know. I think I'm just probably gonna stick to YouTube and Twitch. But yeah, losing things sucks, but through loss is the only way to look forward and to gain something new. Thank you.